Hi FlossTube, this is Haley, otherwise known as Peregrine Stitcher, here on FlossTube and on Instagram. Welcome to my channel, which is all about cross stitch. This is my second video today, if all goes well. I just did my 2022 Whip Parade, which I hope to post soon, and I wanted to also take the opportunity to do past finishes. So I am apparently much better at, this is my cat, Katniss. She's very pretty. Hi. Okay. So I'm much better at finishing things than I am at getting things finished or framed. So I have this whole under the bed box full of finished cross stitches that I haven't done anything with yet. So maybe you can help me decide. I need to get cracking and get some of these things framed. So maybe you can help me decide which ones to frame, or maybe some other ideas. I don't have a sewing machine. I'm not good at pillows or things like that. So if I were to do something else, I'd have to get somebody to help me or pay someone to do it, which is fine. So if you have any suggestions, or if you know someone who does finishing, I'd really be interested in knowing. Katniss has decided to take center stage for the moment. Just wanted to get some cuddles while I'm sitting here with her undivided attention. Okay. I know. Go on. Go on. Okay. So my most recent finish is, you'll recognize from my last FlossTube if you're a subscriber and you watched that. So this is Rose Aida Featherstone. And I did finally get all the flosses that I need, and I finished it. So here it is. All right, you're gonna have to go, okay? Because I can't show things when you're standing in front of the camera. Okay. Here it is. It turned out great. So as I mentioned, I did not like the cupids in the middle, so I replaced it with this little phrase, "Everything's coming up roses," which is, so it's from a Broadway musical called Gypsy from the 50s, and it's a famous Ethel Merman song, and the original song is just super high energy and positive, but it's also, you know, sort of taken on a life of its own, and there were a lot of subsequent blues versions, and now it almost has kind of a satirical or ironic tone to it, which I thought was appropriate for 2022, and also appropriate for the actual cross stitch because of all the lovely flowers. Anyhow, this is one I am going to get framed, absolutely, because I love it. So that one was done on, sorry again, 36 count antique lace linen by Seraphim, and I used the I used the over dyed cottons, mostly Weeks and Gentle Arts. So show that one more time, just because I'm proud of it. It's pretty. Okay. Then the other finish that I had since my last FlossTube is Redbird Sampler. And this one also turned out great. I just love this. It's very small and delicate, but the colors are amazing. And so this is another one that I also want to get framed. This is the chart. I happen to have it here. So this is by Brenda Gervais, Redbird Sampler. And I did that one on, let's see, 36 count Weeks linen, and I used the code for DMC and overdyed cotton floss. So yeah. And so this is going to go on my red sampler wall, which I have a whole bunch of charts now to do. So I'm working on ordering fabrics and flosses for those, so I'll be showing them to you in future floss tubes. Okay, so in this Rose Aida Featherstone chart, it came with a bonus chart, which is Jane Elizabeth Milner. So I went ahead and did that one too. It was small and easy and cute. So it's this one. I don't know if I'll frame this. If I do, I might frame it myself. I see now it looks like it's really uneven, but it is straight on the fabric. I think the fabric is just cut wrong. So anyhow, this is very sweet. I could put this on my red sampler wall. It has a lot of red in it. And I actually have a good amount of fabric that I could use for something else, so I probably will cut that. Okay, and then I've shown you this one before. This is Winter Hot Cocoa by Madame Chantilly. This one, again, I just did for fun. I don't know what I'm gonna do with it. This might make a nice pillow, but I don't know how to make pillows. So it's in my under the bed box. And then these two are on the same piece of fabric. So this is Sheep Heap, which is a Plum Street sampler. And then this one is Heartstring Samplery. I Wish You Lived Next Door. I had thought originally I'd make these into pillows. Again, don't know how to make pillows, so they're still in my box. I'll have to figure out what to do. Okay, the next one is a Modern Folk Embroidery, Ruskin's Penguins. I've shown this one on floss tube before. Again, I kind of wish I had done it on a bit of a darker blue fabric. This is a 28 count ice blue. You could see the white better in person, all the snowflakes and so forth, but I do wish I had just chosen a darker fabric. Oh well, it was still a lot of fun. Okay, now some of these I'm getting into I might not have the charts for, but I think this is the last one I have a chart for. Another Modern Folk Embroidery called Red Berries. I've shown this on floss tube. So it was originally charted to say Merry Christmas. I changed it to Carpe Diem. And this uses a Leo and Roxy flosses. Just the two different colors, which I think is just beautiful. Okay. And then another Modern Folk Embroidery is Mary Harry. This is for Sampler September. And I got the kit from Evertotes. I'd like to get this one framed too. This is really pretty. And then I think this is the last one I've shown on floss tube. After this, I haven't shown you the other ones. This is Works of Jane Austen, which was a Sal. I don't have the chart handy, but this is a lot of fun. I love all the motifs from all the different novels. And this is going to go in my library. Can't even get it all. There we go. So yeah, that was fun. I'll put all the fabrics and flosses and stuff in the notes. Rather than wasting time looking in my notebook here. Okay. So now I have some that I haven't shown on floss tube before, and these are just finishes that I have done in the past that I haven't done anything with. So this is a Dimensions, hold on, is it a Dimensions kit? This one I have to look up because I know people always ask me about it. Okay, yeah, this is a Dimensions kit. It's called Simplicity Vintage. It's on 14 count white Aida. This is before I discovered linen. But it's really, I mean, it's just a really cool pattern. If I could do it over again, I would have done a skin conversion. I just didn't know those things were possible at the time. And so this is very representative, I guess, of its era. If I do anything with this, I was thinking this would look really good hanging in my closet. So I might get it framed or even frame it myself. But the dresses are just stunning. Really beautiful. And then this one, this is called The Art of Tea. And I think this is also a dimensions kit, also on 14 count white Aida. I don't stitch on Aida anymore, but it is what it is. And so this is just this was just pure comfort stitching and for fun. Each one of these little teacups looks like its own little project. And you can see they each have little words backstitched next to them. The one thing that took a lot of time was all the little yellow, the yellow background. That took forever. Anyhow, I don't know what I'll do with this. Maybe if I find someone who really loves tea, I can give it to them as a gift. This is one I do want to get framed. This is called Flowers of Paris. It's a dimensions kit, 14 count beige Aida. But it's gorgeous. I love the colors in this. The one thing that was just a little off, I don't think you can tell a little bit, but only if I tell you, okay? So you know how in charts when they're more than one page, there's often the 2 or 3 lines that are grayed out that you're not supposed to stitch twice. Well, I did. And so right here down the middle, I had already done all of this and I just stitched it twice. So I kind of just adjusted this sign a little bit. Like I said, I don't think you really could tell. If I hadn't told you, you probably wouldn't have noticed it. So now I know. I think it came out really, really pretty though. And I do want to get this framed and hung in my bedroom actually, or my back porch. Okay, this is another one. I really was into these kits. This is I just didn't realize that there were cross stitches beyond kits. So I really spent time searching out kits that I enjoyed. So this one is Turquoise Teacups by Luca S. and it's on a 16 count pale blue Aida. Really like this one too. And it would go great here in my dining room with all my teacups. So I have another kit like this. It's in, I think it's more of a pink. Yeah. So I have, it's very similar, but in pink. So I don't know, I might do that at some point. Really pretty colors though. Okay. So this next one is called Peacock Butterflies. Also a dimensions kit. And it's on 14 count ivory Aida. Love peacocks and I love butterflies, so I had to do this. It's really pretty. I don't know if you can see it, but all the gold is metallic up here and throughout the butterflies. So it's very sparkly. So I would like to get this one framed. It's just too gorgeous not to. I'm sorry, you can probably hear my dog eating in the background. Sorry about that. Oh, that's life. anyhow, I just love the Art Deco style on this. And I have another companion piece to that I have that I hope to stitch at some point. That's this one. Very similar, just different colors. Okay. This next one is really old. I started this, oh, easily 20 years ago. It needs to be washed. A lot of back stitching in this. So this is out of print now. Let me tell you what it is. It's called Summer Music. The designer is Elsa Williams. The brand is JCA. And it's on 14 count white Aida. But it's really pretty. And I think this would look really nice next to my piano if I ever got it framed. So that's pretty. This is one, okay, so this is kind of embarrassing. This was before I knew how to stitch on linen. And so this is really wonky, but it actually kind of fits. And I don't have the chart for this one either. But it's so cute, and it's one of my favorite sayings. So it says, "A wise old owl sat on an oak. The more he saw, the less he spoke. The less he spoke, the more he heard. Why aren't we all like that wise old bird?" And so when I originally started this, I had done the letters, and they're all completely wonky. But I guess it kind of fits the primitive style. When I picked it back up again, I did the owl, and by then I knew how to stitch on linen, and so that looks a little bit better in the way it's supposed to. But man, these letters are a mess. You can hardly read them. But it's cute. And again, I don't know if I will frame this. I don't know if I'd hang it up anywhere. I think this would be really nice in like a teacher's classroom or something. So if any of you are teachers and you'd like to have this, let me know. Okay. Two more. And this is, I don't have any of the ones that I have gotten framed. I have a couple framed cross stitches, which I've shown previously. And most actually of the projects that I've gotten framed, I've given away. So I just have this embarrassing under the bed box full of unfinished, unframed projects. But this one is very sweet. I made this one for my daughter, my oldest daughter, when I was teaching her how to cross stitch. She was maybe 10 or 11. And she was not at the point where she would have wanted this, hanging in her room, being a tween. And I don't think she'd want this hanging in her college dorm at the moment either. But I will get this framed for her and give it to her someday, because it's just very sweet, and I made it for her. And so let me see if I have the info on that one. It's called The Embroidery Lesson by Country Stitching, and the fabric is antique linen. I don't know what the count was. I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think this was actually a stamped, this might have been a stamped kit. I love the colors though, so pretty. Okay, last one. I would say this is from way back when I really was just trying to teach myself how to cross stitch, and I don't even know where I got this, but it's just a little simple sampler. It was probably a kit. It's on 14 count Aida, but it's cute. It's just very simple. And I have no idea, I don't have the chart anymore, so I have no information about it. I was really just using it to practice cross-stitching and try to figure things out. The back is atrocious. but hopefully things have gotten better since then. And then I also just have in here a few bookmarks, which I've made. Again, I don't have the charts for these anymore, but they're cute. Look at that, little bluebirds. And then I had these, there's one for each season. So this was fall, spring, and winter. Or maybe this is summer. Maybe I'm missing spring. But I don't know how to finish these, you know? Like they're just on Aida and they need to have some sort of border. So I don't know. If you've ever finished bookmarks like these, let me know what I might be able to do. Because they're certainly just not presentable the way they are. They need something. But they're cute. Anyhow, so those are my past finishes. I hope you enjoyed those. And again, if you have suggestions on what you think I should get framed or turn into other finished objects, let me know. I enjoy stitching more than finishing, so some of these are going to stay on the back burner for quite a while. But they're safe, so they'll be there when I'm ready. So that's all for today. So that is a whip parade and past finishes. So I'm really happy about that. I hope everyone is doing well. If you have any questions about all of this, please let me know. And I'll look forward to seeing you again in a few weeks for my next plus two. So keep calm and carry on. Take care.